Well, first of all, thanks for speaking to us. And you've been here a year now. Any particular highlights during that time?
Well, in particular, the successful running of the Dubai World Cup meeting last season. The fact that we got as many horses as we did, given the COVID restrictions on travel and all the palaver that went with that. And to end up having greats like Mushrif compete and Subjectivist, just an outstanding day's racing given the circumstances that we had to hold it under, was certainly the highlight for me since I've been here.
And Dubai Racing Club this year have issued what seems to be a real statement of intent. We've got prize money up for the whole of the carnival for Dubai World Cup night, which is great. And you've also enhanced the race programme a little bit, particularly for the 3-year-olds on the turf. Why is that the direction you've decided to go in?
Well, coming from Southern Africa and racing in Asia, I've got a preference for turf racing. Some would call it a bias. And I just thought that there was something lacking in terms of the Dubai program, in terms of racing on the turf and the opportunities given to young horses that may be able to come over for the carnival before going into the European season. As we saw with a couple of Charlie Appleby's horses that did really well during the carnival and took that on into the European season. I just believe that there's an avenue there that we can exploit going forward for turf horses. I think we've increased the number of turf races by 37% over the January, February, March period. And I'm really looking forward to seeing, hopefully, that those races are strongly supported.
So you're looking for another Master of the Seas perhaps to come here and then go on to the Guineas?
Yeah, something like that would be fantastic. And I really want to build up the Jumeirah Derby, which is on the Thursday before Super Saturday. Ultimately, I'd like to see that race being run on a meeting like Super Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Super Saturday has also had a boost. We've got a new 7 furlong race. From my perspective, 7 furlong races, those horses are very well catered for. So why the addition there?
I think they're reasonably well catered for in programs, but there's very few iconic 7 furlong races around the world. It's a race distance that hasn't really attracted the money that I believe it deserves. And in speaking with Sheikh Rashid, we both of the same opinion that 1400, 1600 meter races need to be enhanced financially because they are very popular distances for thoroughbred racing, on turf particular. Hopefully we can get the support for this new race, the Ras Al Khor, which is named after the bird sanctuary down the road here, and eventually elevated to as a group race on World Cup night. That's the long-term plan.
Okay, interesting. And you've enhanced prize money, which is great. Can we expect anything else throughout the carnival, maybe to make life a bit easier for owners and trainers? Because obviously we've got quite stiff competition now from Saudi, from Bahrain. There's a lot of other places in the Gulf trying to get people to send their horses there.
Yeah, look, we've got a number of projects in the pipeline. I can't announce anything. I don't want to steal anybody else's thunder. But some very enhanced projects to make the experience of being an owner in Dubai a better experience. So there will be things announced, but also for the public, there's a couple of projects dealing with how we're going to entertain the public on race nights and that sort of thing, which I think will help to bolster our attendance, hopefully.
During your time here, you've done a lot of observing, you've spoken to jockeys, trainers, owners right throughout Dubai. Is there anything else that you and the management here, more as a long-term strategy, are going to look to improve?
We're always going to be looking to improve. Obviously, we'd like to get the prize money back to where it was pre-COVID. Unfortunately, things like the weather are against us in terms of being able to get onto our fantastic turf track earlier than January. Yeah, I mean, we are trying to improve everything, and I think going forward into the following season, there'll be more carnival race meetings. There'll be more races at Maidan. So, you know, I think it'll be good for everybody that wants to participate at our lovely race course.